This week on the show, we have Tito Jackson from the legendary musical band, the Jackson 5. Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for watching. This show is all about giving you insights and showcasing brands that help you to live your best life and give you confidence. As always, I want to kickstart your morning with some motivational advice to help you to feel inspired and energized to start your day. Today, I want to talk about the importance of always adopting the mindset that everything is working out in your favor, even when it doesn't seem to be. In reality, when we don't see things working out as planned or a curveball is thrown at us, we automatically feel defeated and think things aren't working out for me. But what if all the confusion and detours are part of the process and designed to ultimately work out in your favor? What if we started getting used to the idea everything is being worked out for us behind the scenes? When we adopt the perspective that everything is working out in our favor, we see setbacks as simply part of the process of getting us closer to what we want, rather than being stumbling blocks. When we adopt this mindset, we also feel assured that all is working out, regardless what things on the outside may appear to be. This is your reminder to begin to start seeing as everything working out in your favor and designed to be for your growth, evolution, and happiness. Remember, let's adopt the mindset of less fear and more faith. As Dr. Wayne Dyer quotes, "If you believe it'll work out, you will see opportunities. If you believe you won't, you will see obstacles."
Stay tuned. Coming up after the break.
And what are some of your fondest memories with your brothers, Michael, Marlon, Jermaine, and Jackie? What are some memories that stick with you till today?
Well, I have a lot of fun memories traveling with the brothers and having fun and visiting places that we read about in school, and we go back to school and give a class report, and kids are learning about the English Parliament or whatever, and we gone there and shook all of their hands. Things like that's great when you're a kid and you've done things like that. Those are memories that you don't forget when you meet the Queen of England, President of Jamaica, and all these things.
Yeah.
Wardrobe provided by Le Chateau.
Next up on the show, we have Tito Jackson from the legendary musical band, the Jackson 5, which consists of the 5 brothers, Tito, Randy, Marlon, Jackie, and Michael Jackson. Tito, thank you so much for being on the show today. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, and yourself?
I'm doing amazing. I'm actually very excited to talk to you and open the new year with you on my show. Happy New Year, by the way.
Happy New Year to you, too.
So before we get into your iconic career, let's talk about, most people know you from the Jackson 5, but before we get into that, let's talk about, when did you discover that music was your passion?
Ever since I started playing guitar when I was a kid, most kids, if they pick up a guitar at that age, in the moment they start getting the pain and the blisters in their thumbs and all that from trying to teach themselves how to play it, they put it down.
Yeah.
It must have been the music that kept me tuned in.
Very nice. And the Jackson 5 consisted of Michael Jackson, you, Marlon, Jermaine, and Jackie. So how did the group come to be? And what are some of your fondest memories as well?
Well, I think that subject right there, how the group came to be, it's got something to do with everyone. I was the first Jackson to pick up an instrument and play it, Then Jackie and Jermaine joined the group. from the songs I knew or were learning on the radio, and start singing in the bedroom. Michael and Marlon were just little tots. They
Yeah.
still on the floor crawling, basically. And so it was just the three of us.
Hmm.
But my father was a musician, and my mom played clarinet in high school. And my father had the guitar. He used to put it away and say, "Don't touch it." Tell the older boys, don't mess with my guitar. But my mother used to let me play it,
Yeah.
because I wanted it really, really bad. And they helped me put it up before he came home. And I broke the guitar. I broke the string.
Oh no.
He found out I've been playing his guitar and punished me and got me and everything. Then asked me to show him what I knew. And I'm playing. Then he told my mother, "This boy has been playing this thing, huh?" And she said, "I told you he's not playing with your guitar. He's really, really interested in trying to teach yourself how to play it." He spent hours doing that.
Wow.
So that's how it's basically got to music, I should say.
Very nice. And before the Jackson 5 really made it big, you guys were playing at concerts, at charities, all over the place.
Yeah. When we first started out before Motown, it was a long road. We used to travel in this Volkswagen bus, and with our instruments and such lighting and sound equipment to go all over the states, and trying to make a name for ourselves. Used to go to New York quite a bit, and Philly, play uptown, and all these theaters, and Regal Theater, all of them, Capitol Theater, and that's what we did. We played weddings in the very, very beginning, and things like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And the Jackson 5 is one of the most iconic groups. Have you been surprised by the success of the group? I mean, that people are still talking about it till today.
I started my career very, very young, so we have abundance of fans, and they vary from, little children to older people. So that audience is very wide. And I think that has a lot to do with what the Jackson 5 do.
Mm-hmm. And what are some of your fondest memories with your brothers, Michael, Marlon, Jermaine, and Jackie? What are some memories that stick with you till today?
Well, I have a lot of fun memories traveling with the brothers and having fun and visiting places that we read about in school, and we go back to school and give a class report, and kids are learning about the English Parliament or whatever, and we gone there and shook all of their hands. Things like that's great when you're a kid, and you done things like that. Those are memories that you don't forget when you meet the Queen of England and President of Jamaica and all these things. So.
Yeah. And, the group was discovered by Motown and had songs like I Want You Back and ABC. How was it experiencing that level of success with your family and brothers? Because it wasn't, it was a group effort. So how was it experiencing success with them?
Well, like the brothers tell you, we knew we were having hit records and popular, but I think it had something to do with our childhood, because we didn't take it to the extent of being an adult and realizing that. we were just looking for the bubble gum and the popcorn, from that. So it was a great experience, and having the people, having people to like your music and enjoy your music and things like that. But we didn't really realize how big we really were all over the world until we were a lot older.
Okay. Yeah. And, your family, the Jacksons, you guys have had your share of ups and downs over the years. How have you become more resilient and really grown as a family through those tough times?
Well, family realized, and I realized, that everybody got a story to tell you about something, an opinion.
Yeah.
So that's just it. People are going to say what they want. People don't investigate or read or have a full story, so I don't let it get to me.
Yeah. Yeah. And in 2003, you went solo. So what are some milestones you experienced in your solo career?
I'm saying that word people look at it as that's the group, and challenge this on your own. I don't call it solo. I basically stepped out because there were some jokes about myself, because I was the only member, that didn't do certain things like record or record or whatever, because I've always been very quiet, quiet person. And people were making jokes whether Tito is going to record or not, or maybe he can't sing and this and that and all these others. But they didn't realize I had another dream, and that was to see my boys, because they really wanted show business. So I put all that time into my sons, teaching them, sing and recording them and this and that. And see that they got a career. And after, because I had always said, I can always do a record, but my sons are only young, and I have control over their studies and rehearsals only so many years, so I'm going to put my attention here.
Yeah.
So that's what I did, and the others didn't understand it, I guess, because the rest of the family had hit records and signed with major companies and things like that, and I was concentrating on 3T, But then after they had success and hit records, I decided, I'm going to try a solo project, not knowing what would come of it and things of that nature. And that's when I started going out and stepping out, playing guitar, playing blues music, which I adore, and things of that nature.
And I know in 2001, you guys were all reunited, all the brothers, for Michael Jackson's 30th anniversary. Tell us about that memory for you.
Oh, yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, that was September the 10th and 11th, 9/11, because we were there when it happened.
Oh, wow.
The show was exciting and fun, and seeing all the artists and meeting artists that you hadn't met but you heard of. Then the next morning, I woke up and the Trade Center was down.
Wow.
Then the second one tumbled as well. So we got stuck in New York, but some buses came from Tennessee, and we got out the city by tour buses.
Wow, that's I'm sure it was a bittersweet memory, because you got to experience that time with your family on stage, but then, I mean, yeah, that was definitely a devastating 9/11. So Yeah, I
Yeah,
can imagine it was a bittersweet memory for you.
because that's the only tour date that I can remember the date of it
Yeah,
because it's connected.
yeah.
So
hmm And speaking about touring, the Jacksons have been touring recently quite a lot. Tell us about some of the tours that you guys have been doing.
it's been a lot of fun. We've been touring the world.
Yeah.
You know, we just got back from Malaysia and we have some time off now. About 3 weeks, so we've taken off and we'll hit it again. But well, we've been touring Europe, Malaysia, Brazil, all Mexico, all over the place.
hmm Yeah, and I feel that all of you have such different musical styles. I mean, Michael Jackson was iconic. Janet Jackson, you all have different musical styles. How have you been able to develop your unique style away from your family?
Yeah, well, if you're doing what you like,
hmm
it's almost, I would say, your music catalog in your phone or whatever. If you got mostly blues, you must like blues or hip hop or have pop or rock or whatever.
hmm hmm and how has it been? How has it been seeing your legacy live on through your children? As you said, you have been prepping them and teaching them everything about music. So, how has it been to see your legacy go, live on through your children?
It's a great feeling,
Yeah.
those guys. They record separately as well as a unit, and I told them you have to concentrate on your unit more. That's the base of your career,
Mhm.
and so you'll be hearing more of them.
Very nice. And Tito, I created my platform to inspire, to uplift, and to really be a beacon of light for anyone watching that anything is possible if you have a dream and a vision. So for anyone watching this that might be going through a hard time, maybe not seeing their dreams manifest, maybe they're just not feeling motivated, what would you say to inspire and uplift them?
Well, dreams are funny because the big dreams take a while to accomplish. Uh, if you losing that hope, that's something you can't lose because that's your drive, that's your energy.
Yeah.
You may maybe take some time and step back and look at what you've gone through and where you've been and what's great about that, and look at it that way. But the most important, you have to believe in yourself
hmm
before anybody else will. So just keep on trucking, keep on trucking, but always have a plan B,
hmm
But the main thing is just keep going, don't stop. And if you love what you do or what you're doing, it's not a waste of time at all because you were relaxed in mind and enjoy it.
Yeah. I think that's very true. And after all of these years, what does success mean to you personally?
Success means fulfilling whatever your wishes are, working hard, because once you get the success, then the hard work starts,
hmm
You think getting there is hard? Now staying there is harder.
hmm
But enjoy all of it, you know. In my business, we have something as lovely as music to keep us motivated. Uh, But we choose the business or the level or where we will want to be successful. So, just enjoy it. And if you're doing something you don't like, let it go.
Yeah. hmm And Tito, what's next for you? 2024, what is next for you?
Well, it's too much for me right now. I'm trying to schedule things because between the Brothers Tour and I'm going out with a few artists, and we're going to honor BB's king in the light that he deserves.
Mm-hmm.
And I got some solo shows later in the year, in the summer. And so, and I got a record that I want to put out this year. So, a lot of things.
Ooh.
And that's just personally, so besides that, I got Jackson's to do.
Yeah. Very nice. Tito, thank you so much for being on the show today. It's really iconic and such a pleasure that you joined me today. So I really appreciate it. And congrats on all your success. We wish you so much more success in 2024. And again, Happy New Year.
Yeah, thank you. Very nice talking with you.
Tag TV is available on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, Apple and Android TVs, as well as on Apple and Android phones. Watch live through YouTube and Facebook.